Hey everybody, welcome back to New Beginnings in Edgewater. We have a nice sunny day out in July. I kid, it's not sunny. It's gonna rain. Thankfully, we're not doing harvest yet. However, we are getting into harvest here pretty quick. So we've got the dealership out. They're servicing the combine right now, making sure everything is up to snuff and everything is calibrated properly. We have new PTO parts here for the combine, for the tractor, just on the left of your screen there. And then on top of the toolbox, we have a new device here that's hopefully going to make us some money. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I need to get back to repairing this thing so that we can use it. And there went the day. It is now 2 o'clock. Looks like rain is coming in pretty quick here. I got the old Iron Horse finished up. Nothing really to talk about there. It was a pretty straightforward install or repair. The usual stuck bolts, rusted things, couple snap stuff. But yeah, all the parts showed up. Everything I needed showed up on time. So really got to thank Clever for getting those parts out to me as quick as they did. So let's go park this back in the old shed. Because I think we're going to use it to haul the grain cart this harvest season. I don't think we're going to use the 8245 for that. It's just significant overkill for a grain cart. Man, the shed looks empty without the combine and the big horse in it. I had to empty it out so I could get the combine out. So yeah, we got the big horse just sitting over there. We got the cedar pulled out. I think next year I might be looking at a bigger cedar. It's getting a little small. But like I said, we've got Clever out there. They've got one of their techs out. He's going through it with a fine-tooth comb, making sure all the belts, bearings, pulleys, and levers and all that convoluted system is up to snuff. And then of course you'll do a full calibration on that head, so making sure everything sits properly. Let's talk about this bushels plus thing real quick. So this is like an automated drop pan system. So if I pick it up, you can see it's got the red pan underneath it. Using either the remote or the app, well, I guess first off, this thing just magnets to the bottom of your combine or to the back of your header. And then either using the app or using the remote, you can remotely drop it while the combine is in motion. So you don't have to get one of your buddies to run up to the combine through the dust and throw a pan underneath it and hope you don't run it over. This system does that all for you. And then you use their clean out system to blow all the chaff out of it. You measure all of the grain that it's collected. You run it through the app, and it tells you exactly how much you're blowing out the back end or blowing out over the header, and it allows you to calibrate your combine that much more efficiently. So, $2,000 in game and 10% yield bonus. So yeah, that is going to pay for itself pretty much on the first headland, I think. So yeah, very excited to use that with the new combine this year. And yeah, next step, I have to run up to the northwest end of town and pick something up. I found a gorgeous little gem for sale, and I have absolutely no purpose for this, but I could not pass it up. So I'll jump cut over there, and we'll see you there. All right, just coming through town here, and it looks like they've finally actually started this construction. Now, I don't know what they're doing here, but yeah, it looks like they're doing quite a bit of it. All right, and the place I'm supposed to go to, the guy says he is the last house on the left. This has gotta be it. Looks like somebody's home. I see a truck. So again, I have absolutely zero use for this. I saw it, and there it is. How do you not love that? Yeah. Yeah, he says he replaced it with a 100-horse tractor, so yeah, that would warrant replacing. So let's go knock on this guy's door and let's see if we can't get the key to it. All right. So that was a pretty quick chat. So yeah, he's absolutely right. He says, or I guess the ad was right. So he bought this new Massey to replace the old deer, and he just uses it to do his garden every spring. So it doesn't look like he's got anything going in it right now, but has he got a new harrow for it? Or new power harrow, and the old deer wasn't up for it? So new tractor. So for me, I got a 40/20 for $900. I should probably figure out if it comes with the rototill. You know what? I'm gonna go inside and talk to this guy real quick here and see if it does come with that rototill or not. I don't need it, but just like the 40/20, I want it. All right. He says for $600 I can have it, so it's mine. Should probably check and see if this thing works first. We know the 3-point works. We've got full range of motion there. Fire up the PTO. Yeah, I'd say that works just fine. All right, let's get this thing loaded up. I do have to stop at Clever, so we'll be taking the very roundabout way home. But I think you'll really like the thing that I'm picking up here. Wasn't cheap, but it's definitely worth it. I hate that the game makes you start the engine to drop the ramps. Yeah, that should be about right. I want to keep as much weight over the main axles as I can, without having center of gravity behind the axles. So let's get this thing strapped in, because farm sim physics state that a ratchet strap going just through the bottom of something, I don't know, that always drives me nuts too. So does this make me a collector now? Is that how this works? Is this how collections start? Nope. I guess we'll let the Dodge go real quick. All Alright, we'll do some in-cab here, just so we're not blowing your guys' eardrums out. And let's try and get to Clever. And this is going to be a tough turn. And I need this BMW to get out of the way. Alright. On to Clever. Alright, and I can see my new purchase sitting up front. And we'll just stop right here. Man, I can never get over just how big these things are. She looks a little pooched. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. This is what we're here for. The Arctic Sectional Snow Pusher. So I opted for a 6-section. They go from 4, 6, 8, and I think they go up to... I know they go up to 8 for sure. But yeah, this bad boy, he comes in, he's a little used. This was a demo model, so I picked him up for 12. But, Clever is the new Saskatchewan rep for Arctic. And I did also spot this stuff on the way in. I got a couple of weights. They got a new wrapper. That, boy, I tell you, that would be nice to have a new wrapper. This bale fork here, it looks, gee, I might be able to be convinced to bring that home today. Snowplow, forks, that looks like the identical set to what I have. And an actual snow bucket for a Bobcat. I'm going to talk to Mark and see what he's got for prices on these two things. Like, I already have the snow wing. So that's coming home with me. But, you know, having a bucket might not be too bad. I mean, you can never have too many things to stick on the front of a skid steer. And about 20 minutes later, $3,600 less. We got some new parts. So the boys were nice enough to load these things up and strap them down while I was in there talking to Mark. Boy, they could have done a nicer job, but you know what? That ain't going anywhere. Let's get it home. Let's get it all unloaded, and let's see if they're done with my combine yet. Alright, well, I'm just going to make one quick pit stop here to take a look at the peas. Let's try not to get hit. We'll bring up the HUD. There you go, growth stage 5 out of 6. Expected yield is well over 100%, 115, so this isn't too bad. Kind of curious to see if the old horse, when it broke down, we had a little bit of leakage. I don't... No, she looks good. No. Yeah, there's a dead spot, so I'll have to test it and find out what killed it. It's kind of hard to say just looking at it, but we'll see how long that stays as a dead spot. 1 or 2 years, probably not going to worry about it. Realistically, though, I mean, it's such a small amount. I don't see myself worrying. There we go. pH value bad. 112% though. I come over here. I mean, pH nitrogen is good, 94%. So what are we doing here? Are we getting into a different? Yeah. So it is a different soil type here. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm happy with this. I think this is all fine. I mean, getting right down into it and looking at it. I mean, the peas, they sure look like peas. There's not much I can tell from the video game aspect of it, but anyway, let's get this stuff home before it actually does start to rain on us. I can't believe it. It said it's gonna rain anytime all day today, and it hasn't. It's held out quite nicely. Back in the yard here, and you can see the combine's going. He's just doing the calibrations right now, so we're not gonna bug him. Let's get this stuff offloaded here. We'll start with the skid steer stuff. And you know, as much as I love this skid steer here, they've got some really nice Bobcats over at Clever right now. I might see if I can't trade myself into one of them. But check this out. One of the cool thing about this thing is, like, each section moves independently, and then the wings swivel independently. I don't know if there's... Yeah, you know what? I could probably show you on the concrete here. So each section tips on its own. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I quite like that. That's a pretty smart piece of kit there. And you know what? Because it's July and it's going to be many months before I need this, I'm going to put it in the big shed. But yeah, I might see if I can't get myself up into a newer Bobcat. See if I sell this, lease a new one. See what we can't figure out with something like that. Like if I put this and the snow bucket kind of over behind the corn head there. It's probably not a bad place. Or, you know what? Maybe along the wall here behind the 44. Because I'll need the mower and I'll need the baler soon. But I do also need to put the combine away. Probably just in front of the corn head. I don't have any corn to pick this year. Yeah, well, we'll leave this here. Grab that snow bucket. The snow bucket I think I'll just leave outside. I'll just throw that behind the fuel tank and that'll be fine. Yeah, he's still going away on that thing. All right. Well, I got to get the spray trailer unhooked. Ooh, that header's in the, or header trailer's in the way. See if I can't just drag this out of the way, because I want to put the spray out here. There. Just drag it over here. Hopefully it's not in his way. Yeah, I'll get sprayer unhooked. I'll get the loader put on the tractor. Get the bale spike picked up. I mean, I could probably just pick that up with the skid steer. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we save all that effort? That's going to be a heck of a job. Just narrow the forks. Pick it up by the top bar, hopefully. I think the boys just hand bombed the bale spikes on there. Probably just a couple of them grabbed it and manhandled it in place. Alright, my left-right looks pretty good. Up-down looks good. Ah. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna drag it onto the forks. Man. Times like this, I'm very glad I have a steering wheel and pedals because I can drive fairly smooth. Getting the bucket or the arms to move nice and smooth on this is a little more challenging, though. There we go. And now I'm actually going to put this back where it goes. Yeah, that was so much easier. All right, now for the star of the show. This, I am just going to park inside for now. Just going to need some work to be gorgeous again, but you know what? After harvest is done, I got nothing to do. Yeah, we'll let him keep going with that for now. Park the truck and trailer up. Well, I don't think we could have finished up at a better time. Just got the new tractor packed into the shed, got the shed all cleaned up. And yeah. So Clever finished up with the combine. She's all good to go. We got the header parked away. We got the big horse. He's sitting outside, which I'm not overly thrilled about, but it is what it is. Got the combine put away. It's all 100% ready to go. We got the sprayer cleaned off, put away. The iron horse is ready to go. So we got our grain cart. We got our grain collector. I should say it's a grain collector because it's inside, not a rain collector being outside. Let's get the shop shut out. There we go. And Cash is out here staring at bushes. And we are ready to go. I'll just take a quick look at the oats here. And yeah, our peas are just in their final stages. They're starting to ripen off here. The oats, there you go. You can see they're in stage 4 out of 4. I don't want to get too wet walking through this, but yeah, you see a couple of them are starting to go a little gold, starting to lose their green color a little bit. So yeah, next time we see you, we're gonna be full harvest mode. That's getting pulled off. Peas are getting pulled off, and we are going to be in full go mode. Because it'll be 2 months of harvest, plus whatever Leroy has for us. Yeah, he's still got nothing going. We're all in hurry up and wait mode, and we are ready to go. It's nice to be ahead of the game. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We will catch you in the next video, where maybe we might do some actual farming. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.